Parliament, the House is urging the Finance Ministry to reassess funds allocation by redirecting resources from the non-formal sector to address challenges in special education within the country. Dr. Kesela Tuforcing, the minority leader, voiced dissatisfaction during the debate on the approval of 29.5 billion Ghana cedis for the Education Ministry, emphasizing the inadequacy of funds for special education. The majority leader, Osei Mensa Bonsu, echoed these concerns and appealed to the government to prioritize special education.
Parliament on Tuesday approved the sum of 29.5 billion Ghana cedis for the services of the Ministry of Education for the year 2024. During the debate on the approval process, the minority leader, Dr. Kesela Tuforcing, raised eyebrows about the insufficient funds allocated to the special education sector. This was corroborated by the majority leader, Osei Mensa Bonsu, who appealed to the government to consider reallocating funds from the non-formal education to the special education sector.
The non-formal education budget is largely on compensation. The compensation is 91.3 million, while goods and services is 14.6 million. Mr. Speaker, if we are to take 20 from the 14, they will have a negative. But clearly, the management and administration, which is at the highest level, GES, Ministry of Education, budget level, the Speaker, they have goods and services alone, 3.8 billion Ghana cedis. So all what we need to do is that out of the 3.8 billion Ghana cedis, give the special schools 20 million. Give the special schools 20 million so they can run the affairs of the children that are special. So, Mr. Speaker, I think it's straightforward. Let's take 20 million from the 3.8 billion for the special schools, not for compensation, but to run it efficiently. These are special children, and it requires, they will require our attention. Mr. Speaker, I so move that we do the reallocation now.
It's in respect of the allocation to the special schools. It says that the allocation is just 1 million. It's less than 1 million. I don't want to believe that it's a typo error. I don't want to believe that. And we have an allocation of some amount in excess of 100 million to non-formal education. It used to be strong in the PNDC days. But respectfully, what do they do now? We need to spend more on the special schools, not the non-formal education. So I would want to plead that if we can do a reallocation from the non-formal education to the special schools, it should be good. At least maybe 20 million should be taken from it and be given to the special schools. They can't live with this. There are so many of them dotted around the country. They can't live with the 1 million.
We will go for majority leader's suggestion. So quickly, I will inform Minister that we do the reallocation to ensure that their figure comes up.
The Education Committee's report on the 2024 budget estimate for the Ministry of Education revealed that management of public senior high schools are worried about the delay in the release of funds for the payment of utility bills by the government. Reacting to this, the Majority Chief Whip, Frank Anodompre, urged the government to adopt the solar system to help deal with the concern.
Mr. Speaker, we also discovered that non-payment of utility bills at the senior high schools is creating a problem for managers or headmasters and headmistresses of senior high schools. And there is a need for that to be corrected. Much as we know there's a big challenge in getting funds, these facilities should be made available to students at all times.
Payment of utility bills at senior high schools. So if you read the report on that particular item, it says there are plans to drill more boreholes at various senior high schools. It's commendable though. But electricity provision, I am one person who strongly believes that if we can effectively buy into solar provision for these secondary school centers, we will win them off the national grid.